Well, I haven't been posting very many updates on the progress of the house, so I figured I'd do a little video to show where we are. So this is the front room on the second floor. At this point, all of the wood trim has been stripped with an IR paint stripper. So that includes all the windows and the baseboards. I also managed to get all the plaster work done. So on this far wall and down here, there's a good amount of plaster work done. I'll see if I can find some old pictures to kind of show the before and after. This area over here, the closet. Some drywall had to be done. This was actually replaced with drywall at another point, but it had some water damage, so that was dealt with. The ceiling, the previous owner had already redone the ceiling by putting up some thin drywall. I decided to leave that, but the seams were peeling, so I took out all the old tape and redid that with the appropriate 90-minute quick set, which looks like it'll be holding up better. So this room is pretty much getting ready for paint, with the one exception that the new wiring, the outlets are in the wall, and the old wiring, which is no longer active, is in the baseboard. So my plan is to remove the box and socket and then plug that hole with another piece of wood before staining and refinishing all the wood trim. So like any project, it always takes far longer than expected, but I'm really happy with how well all the original wood turned out. So, okay, so that's the front room. Then going towards the back bedroom, the ceiling is done now. I haven't painted it, but Sarah calls this the Frankenstein room because there were so many cracks I had to take out. There was just a million holes, and I had used the construction adhesive and basically redo the entire ceiling. That took a lot of time. For example, what it looks like over here, that was like the entire ceiling was covered like that. And then there's one other spot over here I have to do. But same thing, all the wood trim, I cleaned it up real nice. This room I actually used a chemical stripper that worked really nice for cleaning up the wood, turned out really well. So this room is also getting close. I still have a little bit of plaster work to do in here, but not much. And then in the final room, this will give you an idea what I'm talking about with the Frankenstein. So this is the room right now that I'm working on, and all these cracks. I basically use a good respirator and a suit, and I get the angle grinder out, just grind out where all the cracks are and where it's peeling. And then those holes are for where I put in the construction adhesive to get the plaster securely reattached to the lath boards. And you can see over here where I'd already finished that and then did my first coat of plaster. So tonight I'm gonna keep working on gluing up the rest of this with construction adhesive and the parts that are dry, doing more plaster work. So this is the last room, really. I mean, I still have to rent that paint stripper a few more times to get this rest of the wood done. But I'm finally starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. So yeah, that's it. I'm beautiful Beverly.